Hey everybody, welcome back to Farming Simulator 25, Frankenmuth Mega Farm Project, episode 94. We are continuing to plant the rice. We have finished with the sorghum planting over here. We need to think about what we're putting in there. Maybe we'll put some sugar beet down here. We can dump that directly in that thing there. I think that makes some sense. I believe sugar beet is still available. This will allow us to find any missed stumps as well, probably. Our other guys, we've got parsnips going and corn. This guy's done. With this corn. And we got to think about what to do with him. We got to get the grapes fertilized, and we got to fertilize some of these things that aren't getting fertilized, mainly the carrots and stuff. I haven't decided what to put in 40 yet, or what to put up there in 61-ish, that piece of 7 that we left alone. Maybe that just gets sugar beets as well. Why not, right? We'll get this up there for that. All right, that started on sugar beet. We've only got 40 and 27 left to decide. Before we bought 7, it had been planted in soybeans, so we'll just leave that. So gotta figure those out. And we gotta find our second. We gotta find our second planter, vegetable planter. Not sure what I did with it. Where are you, bud? Where did you go? Put him away, did we? No. That's a quadratic, or quad track. That's a quad track. That's a Massey. Oh, he's planting this. Right. Okay. Okay, so yeah, we are close here. All right, we're going to get this guy over to the parsnip zone, that big old parsnip field down there, and help him out with the parsnips, because that's a big job that he's been doing by himself. The rest of these guys, like this guy here, can just go home, I think. As I noticed them anyway. And once those parsnips are planted and we think of something to do with 40, we're done with planting and we can move on to May. I guess we probably have some chores to do, feeding various animals. I'm sure the cows need food. Probably good time to top up the chickens, that sort of thing. If I get this guy started right, he'll not interfere with his friend for a while anyway. You know, you can run 2 helpers on the same field because I've done it, but it's not the end. We'll get it done. I guess we still have that weird one back there that's cut off now because we took half of it for cows. That guy can go home too. I guess next month we flood these fields. Huh. Blocked by an object. What can you possibly be blocked by, bub? think we can pop through here, yeah. All right. While he's doing that, we can go over here. So I just had an idea. It'll reduce our grape output by a little bit, but it will improve our ability to fertilize the grapes. And I definitely want to improve that. So I think it may only be 1 row, but it may be 2. We'll have to find out. I'm gonna see about removing a couple of rows down the center of the grapes. And I'm pretty sure I only need to remove 1 row. Yep. Okay. So first off, if we fill this in. These actually. Here. That's cool. Then we'll set up some smoothing. Right. That ought to make things easier to work with over here. And we're gonna dump one line. I figure out which line it is. And I think that's the line. In fact, we could probably just make it this line. Yeah, okay. Wow, we have to do it all the way down. But that's okay. This is going to enable us to run the big reduce our output by that much, and it's going to enable us to run the big harvester, yeah. I'm not. Come on. Where I was able to get this stuff over. Was it just the centers? Man, I mean, I have to remove 3 lines? That's still actually worth it. Yeah, okay. Let's find out whether that's enough. I know the edges work. Yeah, okay. It's a little bit wonky, but it'll get the job done. We just gotta remove these things. Alright, so I gotta unfold the sprayer past the first spot. And actually, if I were to put a little hump down the center of this thing, I could roll right over everything. That would be amazing. Yeah. So this is working, and is, even with its weirdness, is still better than going up and down all the rows. But yeah, I'm thinking if I just put a tiny little hump on this thing, raise this channel, then I can go up and down these, and then we just keep those, yeah. So if we keep it, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rows, and then a channel, and then 8 rows and a channel. We could do any number of these things. So if we look at this here, and we reduce, which I don't know what the reduction is. What is it? Well, so it's going to be left click, but brush strength. Okay. So you make it a slightly bigger. And raise these guys up just a little bit. Wonder if that's enough. I think it'll be enough. Actually, I think what I need to do is level it now. That's going to be a little much. Damn. And actually, it won't be. Little out there. Little bit wonky. We bring this. Oh, come on. That's starting to get kind of crazy. I may have just really messed this up, but yeah, I can see building yep, right over everything. I can see building it out to be like this. Assuming we spend the time and effort to make it better. I guess we should solve this issue. he gonna do? He's gonna try to go over there and start there too? How about not? Alright, well, we'll solve this. Gotta go back and get the... It looks like he's gonna do something smart. Good. I don't understand how the slope thing works, honestly. We start here and go to there. Okay, that works. So target height, start here and go up to there. So then you just drive along here, come right down off of it. Alright. Alright, that's a little bit wonky. I'll probably get better at it as time goes on. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we go 8 and then a line, but we did that 8, so we don't need that 8, so it's actually 16. Wonder how that's gonna mess with my... I end up with a little bit that's unfertilized. One or two rows on this one. Then let's have a look at... Alright. 41... Well, we'll start... Alright, I think we've got it. That is a little wonky, but it's, we've learned something about laying out these orchards. You start 8 in, and then you go 16 between those rows, and then you put a nice raised bed. Probably didn't need to go quite so high, but it really was like a... It took it from the highest point, which was kind of weird. Now it looks like we got maybe 3 rows that need to be done with the little sprayer. Yeah. Hopefully we didn't mess up. Anything else. But we're gonna go get some of those other fields sprayed now. While they're spraying, I'll come back and run the mini sprayer over those last 3 bits that needed to be done. You know, we're gonna have to do this manually. That's alright though. I mean, we could just leave the other guy to it now, but we might as well continue to help out. Alright, so parsnips basically planted. Got one more patch of field that we could put something in. Well, I talked about putting a biogas plant there, but I think the better spot for it is right there in that same area. So I think we'll put, what do we got going here? Because look at how much parsnip we have versus how much carrot we have. Oh, we still need to do something about 40. I'd put, got enough spinach already. Let's see. Yeah, I think we'll send you home and we'll go get one of the other planters and we'll put corn in the last two. I'm pretty sure we've got enough carrot and enough parsnip for whatever we want to do, because we've got a lot of it at this point. Everybody gathered over here to get washed and gassed and all of that. Didn't wash the front. We actually still got some spraying we could do as well. Leave him parked here for the moment. We got to go get the last 2 bits of spraying done. It's going to be up and down. Okay, I think we are done with April. We are, however, also approaching the end of the episode. But I think well, we have to go feed the cows at least. And we're actually just going to leave this guy out here because he's going to want to fertilize these things just next month. I have been spending a little bit of time trying to search out the remaining collectibles. If we look at our statistics, we're only 26 of 45. So I have missed a lot of them, and I'm actually a little confused and concerned that I am missing something big in terms of where they might be, because I don't see them on the roof. Maybe I have to go back and search all the flower beds for beets again, because apparently I have found, well, I found a collectible in a flower bed. I think we can just, right, we need to look at cows. Yeah, they need 12K out of whatever. We gotta get these cats done. We gotta empty that manure. That manure desperately needs doing. I wonder if we can set up a loop on that or not to get that manure up. I think we can go put it in that silo up there, the multi-fruit silo. If we can get a loop on it, that would be perfect. Oh, we can't get a loop on it because manure does not show up on the list. It's a bit of a bummer, I must say. I have to do it all myself. I can't hire somebody. I mean, I guess I can actually set up a load. Yeah, we've got a lot of manure. So we set him up. Yeah. Unfortunately, does not show up there. Can we not put manure in there? We're gonna have to like make a pile. I don't know. We just have to send him on a go-to then. About there. Can you figure it out, bud? I hope so. Never did check. Never did check on Yep, he's got a bunch of grass. Alright, cool. Yeah, and May comes, we're gonna harvest that. We're gonna mow that field and bale it and all of that. Also gotta make sure that this thing is full. Okay, what I've just determined is that we can put manure. We can just dump manure in that spot and it will be picked up, so that's cool. But I think I'd rather do it to this one to start with. We have way more manure than we know what to do with. Alright, so it appears that we're done with April, and we just got to get on to June here, or no, May. May! Got to get on to May, but we're not actually just going to do anything in May, because my time for this episode is up. So, here we are in May. Welcome to the rain. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will catch you next time.